Have you ever noticed for the last year or more, they tip around slavery? Nobody really want to touch it. Nobody really want to look into it and see what is going on. So we are saying that the fall of America is due to what America have done to the so-called American Negro here in the West.
The Nation of Islam, the teachings of Elijah Muhammad started in, what, 1930?
1930.
1930 in Detroit, Michigan.
Right.
And this is 2009.
2009.
We have a real African-American, he's a real African-American president. Is the message's teachings really relevant in this modern era? Well,
the truth is always relevant. The truth is always relevant in this time. Yes, there is an Asiatic black man that is in the White House. Remember, this Asiatic black man was very unique. He didn't come on a slave ship. He came above, on top. He came in a time that the house is on fire. The white man used to go to church on Sunday, and they had postcards that went out, and special edition of newspapers went out that's getting ready to barbecue this Negro on a Sunday afternoon after church. Excursion, trains was on the way to see this Negro being barbecued on Sunday. The black man of America, Obama's father was in Africa. He didn't go through this, what we went through. And we thank Allah that he didn't have to do that. The white man put fear in us through the ill treatment and injustice that he done to the black man of America. History, the Jews tell you on Sunday and almost every day, never forget what was done to us. But when it comes to us, everybody want to forget what white America done to us and put us in. Yes, there's your Asiatic black man that's in the White House. But there are nearly 60 million black men and women who are from ancestors who have been brutalized, that have been destroyed. Truth must be told. And Obama stands on truth, and he talks about righteousness. So if Obama talks about righteousness and truth, then truth must triumph. He must truth, though. See, he can't talk about the ills of you and me. He wasn't here. We have to raise that issue and tell about our forefathers who came over in chains, who came over when the black man of America, the so-called American Negro, wasn't even allowed to talk to each other. But now today, we are blessed with the Asiatic black man that's in the White House. Now we say this here. The sins of America. And the black man today, though he is on a train, the train is moving 90 miles an hour, he's still in the caboose. What are you saying, Muhammad? I'm saying black people as a whole is catching hell all over America. That's what I'm saying. Mandela, first black president in South Africa, when he left office, he said, I've been in office as the first black president, and very little change for the masses of my people. What you're saying, Muhammad? God knows the hearts of the white man. God knows the hearts of the black man. So therefore, America today as it was in the olden days, will go down in disgrace because she refused to hear righteousness.
This is Viewpoint Live. We have a caller on the line. Caller, you're first one on Viewpoint Live. Go right ahead.
Good morning, Jim. Can you hear me well?
I can hear you well.
I have some problems. I think Obama's a good man, but, you know, I want to say this. When Lincoln, some of the myths, when Lincoln freed the slaves, they did not have citizenship. If they had citizenship, they did not have to have, the 14 and 15 and the Voting Act of 1965 put in place. And when you go back and you really read about Lincoln, Obama look at him as one of his heroes. If you go back, if you read this one book called Forced into Glory, and also you look at the Lincoln and Douglas debate, Lincoln did not look at the black man as his equal at all.
All right, I know that's Jerome Bennett's a great book, but let me ask you something. Do you think Mr. Obama will give the so-called Negroes reparations?
No.
Wow. Thank you. Thank you. Do you think that Mr. Obama, the president, would give us so-called Negroes reparations?
Well, we have to look at this. According to the teachings of Islam as taught by the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, that in the Bible and also in the Holy Quran, you don't find where the slave master give the slaves anything. The only thing that was offered up there in the history of when Moses and Pharaohs was that he told them to leave and get out. He did give them exit way out because behind Pharaoh was God and his destruction. So we are saying here that America could have been healed. That's the Bible. But she was not. The program was placed there for the enlightenment of the one who would read and understand the Bible. But because the understanding was not there by the masses of the people are looking and hoping for a better day tomorrow. But we must look at history and what God prophesied on that reparation. Reparation is only what we said on the back page of Muhammad Speak newspaper. Give us a land, give us a territory that we can go for ourselves. That's reparation. Give us a substance that we can govern ourselves and we won't have to be worried trying to take white people's jobs. That's reparation. But the white man will not do that. The pharaohs will not do that. See, you have to remember Obama is a great individual by nature, but he's surrounded by evil-natured people. We today will say there's some white people are good, but by nature they're evil. They can suppress their evilness to try and do good. And there are some here. There are some help us with this broadcast. There are some that we talk to. There's some good relations we have. And the messenger said God would grant them a reprieve. Let them go to some other country before America is destroyed.
Caller, you're next on Viewpoint Live. Go right ahead.
Yes, John Muhammad, I want to thank you so much for such wisdom and knowledge. And also, I would just like to say, as many, many black, intelligent brothers as you guys are, I would just like to say and ask you why they could not pick a brother that had two black parents and a black wife. Obama bloodline is mixed with Irish. He never experienced the hardship so many of our ancestors have experienced. So I would just like to say on this note, I hope the real black righteous brothers start coming to the forefront and stepping up to the plate